Now, can we start to close? Let me show you this. How do you get out of the flesh? You find them and kill them. Man, help me, Jesus. Jesus, you help me. Get me out of here. Play something. Play melancholy. Play a funeral note or something. Anybody here, if you're married and you lose someone in your life, a spouse, right? The Bible says if your spouse dies, you are free from that marital obligation. You can marry another, right? If you do not kill your old nature, you're still stuck with them.
Yes.
You hear me? Your old nature is still much a part of your life. You must kill them. When you recognize the old you, it's like, this is funny. I like to tease my wife. It's true. She likes not being teased, but I do it anyhow. I do penance on the way home. We stop at stores. She tells me sometimes, who's talking, Mitch or Rich? Mitch must be the old me. This I say, then walk in the Spirit and you shall what? Not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be, here we go again, led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now you see what it says? It's not talking about the gifts of the Spirit. Stop with your hikamashakas. You can pray in tongues all you want. As soon as you stop, you want to jump on some animal. So the gifts of the Spirit are not going to get you out of the flesh. Look at somebody boldly and say, the gifts, they're not going to get me out of the flesh. So you need to stop desiring gifts as if they're going to help you in your walk.
Amen.
The only gift that helps you in your walk is praying in the Holy Ghost. The Bible says, pray in the Holy Ghost, building up your most holy faith. Now, if your faith is not based on knowledge that walking in the Spirit is walking in the fruit, then you're just going to have faith to yourself. Paul said, if I have faith in those mountains and have not love, it shall prosper me nothing. If I get my body to be burned and have not love, it shall profit me nothing. And love is not casual. Love is aggressive. People come to church, I love you. You don't see no signs of it Monday. Monday is love's day off, I guess, in the church. Sunday, they love everybody. Oh, I love you, Sister Susie. Oh, you only see me every Sunday. That's why I love you. You sit right there. And you don't move, you don't bother me or nothing. Come on. When the last time you loved somebody? You just got along with folk because it was convenient. Let somebody borrow $50 from you and don't pay you back and don't even say sorry. They start coming to me just like this. Your posture changing. How did it get in your flesh? See, postulation, the flesh, the nerve. The nerve. And what do you say? The nerve of you. You borrow $50 and you won't pay me back? Then you start getting real legalistic. It's the principle. You shouldn't have borrowed it. You shouldn't have lent it. That's not right. Because Jesus said, give, hope, and nothing in return. Let somebody come up with that verse, you'd be like, give a verse to somebody like that, they'd be like, did you see that? He's like, I'm just saying what Jesus said.
Amen.
Jesus told you.
That's right.
Jesus told you don't be lending money home and stuff back.
That's what happened.
All right, let me go, because y'all playing like I stole 3 of y'all chicken sandwiches. Now, ready, look. Now, but if ye be led of the Spirit, you are not under the law. Now, the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these. Now, these are the works of the flesh. The flesh meaning I got something to do. Anybody have a job?
Amen.
Come on, just to know.
Amen.
I can see the offerings ain't gonna be that high this week. If you have a job, it's called work.
Amen.
Flesh has a job.
Amen.
I know I'm doing elementary, but y'all getting this, right? The works of the flesh, its job. It has a job. Your flesh has a job.
Amen.
And if you see it working, fire it.
Amen.
Y'all don't want to be spiritual and heat and shock all the time. Just fire that flesh. I want to have an attitude, smack my hand this time. I just want to smack my hand. Fire that desire.
Amen. Amen.
Everybody make the church, I just want to tell them off. I just feel like telling them off. Don't fire that. That's you.
Amen.
Go pick them up if you want to be there on time.
Amen.
Wake them up an hour early. Are you coming to church on time today?
Amen.
Don't wait till they get in late to tell them off. Tell them off while they still asleep.
Amen.
Get them before they sing. I'm out of time. You guys are really... No, I gotta go. Now the works of the flesh, the job of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft. Witchcraft? You witch. Harry Potter, witch. Some poor kids want to be little witches and warlocks. It's the devil. Kids talking about, I wish I had a broomstick to fly around. Another one be like, yeah, I would hit my mother with that broomstick. Little witch and warlocks. All right, stop. Hatred. Little kid, I hate my mother. Variance. All right, never mind. Emulations. Oh, I want to be like Mike. Stop emulating people. See, when you emulate to take their spot, it's a work of the flesh. People want to act like Mother Edna because they say they can get a ride for Sister Janet. Because they know people Janet going to take Mother Edna home. So they start coming in with an old lady hat on. They start walking like her and just get in front of her and thinking to Janet, come on, baby, I'll take you home. And underneath, they're 15 years old. Come on. Emulation all throughout the flesh. Trying to take somebody's spot. At work, they call it brown nosing. You thought you was ambitious. You ain't ambitious. You're trying to sneak up. Ooh. Yeah, boss, I'll do it. Yeah, boss, yeah, I'll be there early. Yeah, me more. They don't come, I'll be there. Come on, Pastor Rich, you gotta stop. Wrath. I ain't gonna teach y'all about that. Come, with the strife. Seditions. Heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings. What else? And such like, of which I tell you before, as I've also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. I don't have to tell you about those things. You have stopped doing them.
Amen.
You should have gave them a note of hope. Because some of you know you still got murder in your heart. Do something. I'm gonna buy a little, they got those music cards. I'm gonna hit a button. For real, play something. Yes. He be listening to my message. He be like, I want to see what party talking about with me. Y'all get the point? This is the works of the flesh. This is the flesh's job. If you do any of these things, you're dying. You're dying. You can ask for forgiveness all you want, but you're still dying. It's like a gangster. Like, bad analogy. You have to play something, do something. My wife, her father, this is an analogy. Her father's a mobster, a real gangster. Likes me, I'm a good boy, just don't do nothing to my daughter. Good boy. You want to live? Good boy. Treat my daughter right. And I have a lapse of memory about her father. And I just commit adultery against her. And if the father finds out, he said, you was a good boy. You was a good boy. And I'm not going to tell my daughter how I killed you, but you was a good boy. We get in the flesh, and we're going to ask for forgiveness and think, I can just shake myself, I'm Samson. But Samson didn't know the spirit departed. And when the spirit leaves you, you can stop sinning, but you're still going down. The absence of sin in your life don't mean you're in the spirit.
Wow.
You know me. I come to church on time all the time. Yeah? But do you bring church with you? Do you bring the Spirit of God when you show up? That's your job. You remember that movie with Superman? When Lois Lane died? Remember that? What did he do? He spun around and get the time to come back. So I'm spinning around because I lost time. Can I get a minute from somebody? Now look at this. But the fruit of the Spirit, the work of the Spirit, is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, goodness, gentleness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Verse 25 is where we need to look at. I really want to try to close, but I can't close. But it's like doing surgery. I got you open. You're still on the table, but I had to go out for a minute. I got to come back and sew you up. Verse 25 says this is one of the keys. Somebody say, I must be in the Spirit. Come on, say it like you mean it. Say, I have to get in the Spirit. It says this, if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. He made it very clear. If you're going to say you're born again, if you're going to say you're a child of God, if you're going to say you live in the Spirit, you must walk in the Spirit. You cannot have momentary lapse of whatever you have that thing. You have to live and walk in the Spirit. And you're not going to live and walk in the Spirit by yourself. You have to be around mean and nasty people to do it. You can't go on a fast, on a sabbatical to be living in the Spirit. You have to be around sinners. You have to be around people that get on your nerve in order for you to exercise a walk in the Spirit. Many of you separate yourselves from people. You don't want to be bothered with the church. You don't want to be bothered with them. You're not in the Spirit. You're in hermitity. That's a word I made up. Hermitity. You're a hermit. You might as well get a shell and call yourself a hermit crab. You need to be actively engaged in bad people's lives in order for you to exercise a walk in the Spirit. You can't just hang around Christians and thinking that you're walking in the Spirit. Christians don't test you. You get around some bad Christians, they're going to test you. How much of that are you going to eat? I'm just going to eat it all. You're not going to offer me any? No. That's going to test your walk in the Spirit. I got to close. 1 Corinthians 2:14 says this, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are what? Spiritually discerned. Go there, 1 Corinthians chapter 2. That's what I'm going to close, but I need to read this last thing before I close. 1 John 4:1 says this, beloved, believe not every one. Come on, help me, 3 of them. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. I am out of time, but I still have to tell you this. If you don't know how to get in the Spirit, you'll never know how to try them. Most science teachers do not check your math tests. You need a math teacher to try your math test. If you're not going to get in the spirit, you'll never be able to try the spirits. That's why there's so many Christian cults out there, because none of them are in the spirit to know that it was not the Spirit of God that even uses the Bible to get that group in order. You got organizations that call themselves Christians and don't even have communion. How can they get away with it? No one has the Spirit, so they don't have to try the Spirit that's operating. 1 Timothy 4:1-3 says this, now the Spirit speaks expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. I'm getting more excited than y'all. I'll say it one more time. Many people will give heed to what? Seducing what? Not people. Seducing what? Spirits. And doctrines of devils. There are messages being preached that the devil has released. And without being in the Spirit of God, you didn't even know that was not God. And it says seducing spirits. That means that spirits prepare you to believe lies. I'll do this next week. Jesus took on flesh and blood. He did not take on the nature of angels. The Bible says in the book of Hebrews, he took on flesh and blood so that he could be just like his brothers. He said, I want to show them that they can have victory with a bag on their back. Now, anybody here used to know how to fight? Right? If you were really good at fighting, you would say what I used to say. I could beat you with one hand tied behind my back. I'm here to tell you, with the Holy Ghost in you, you can beat him in the world with all this flesh still attached to your back. Only 3 people are still with me. You know, when in Rome, when they used to torture people, when they really wanted to torture you, what they would do is this. They would tie a dead corpse to your body. And the rigor mortis from the dead corpse would seep into your living body. It's terrible, isn't it? Come on. Some of you need to drop that dead corpse off of you. Because that dead corpse that you're allowing to activate, sit in your life, is seeping rigor mortis into your spirit. That's why you can't even fast. When you think of fast, you think of fast food. I'm out of here. Can we close? Watch this. 1 Corinthians chapter 2. What verse did I say? Verse 14. Y'all with me? And this is how we're going to close. Somebody said we're going to close here. But I need you to be a little bolder, because right now y'all look like I'm having an altar call and have your flesh come. I'm not getting rid of none of your flesh. I'm going to give you your own flesh. You should have thought about that before you came to church. Just joking. We're going to help you. Look what it says. The natural man cannot what? Come on, what is it saying? Nobody has a Bible? Verse 14. Let's read it together. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Amen. It's foolish for somebody to smack you and you say it's all right. When you got to get people back, you need to understand I am not in the Spirit. When you got to tell people off that did you wrong, you need to admit, listen, I am not in the Spirit. See, many of you want to fake like you're Christian. You want to fake like you're saved because you go to church every day, you dot your I's, you cross your T's, but when the rubber hits the road, when nobody's around, you flesh out just like a regular devil. Amen. Amen. You're not fooling anybody. Amen. Hallelujah. wake up. I'm almost done.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
But he that is spiritual judgeth what?
All things.
All things. Yet he himself is what?
Judged of no man.
Judged of no man.
Yes. Thank you.
For who has known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? For we have
Mind of God.
the mind
Of Christ.
of Christ. Stay with me. Y'all look over here. Watch this. Because I'm done. If it was Thanksgiving, I would be the turkey and I would tell you to stick a fork in it. Look what it says. It says, they that are spiritual judge everything.
Amen. Hallelujah.
So you get up in your flesh and you start saying, I can tell you when you're in the flesh, you say statements like this. This is the catch-all phrase of a weak Christian. And you're going to be mad at me when I say this. This is what weak Christians say. I don't want to judge nobody. The moment a person says to me, I don't want to judge nobody, the moment that person says, I'm in sin myself.
Amen.
Jesus said, he that is without sin, cast the first stone. But my Bible says, they which are spiritual, judgeth all things. You can, I don't want to break this new pulpit. You cannot be afraid to judge.
That's right. Come on now. That's right. Come on now.
You was with me. Get back with me.
Hallelujah.
If you're going to walk in the Spirit, you're going to judge everything and everybody all the time.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Come on. Why does this not set right with you? Because it doesn't set right with the devil.
Thank you, Lord.
Because the prince of this world is judged. And he knows it.
Hallelujah.
They which are spiritual judge all things, yet they themselves cannot be judged. When I'm in the Spirit, there is nothing you can say about me. If I give my life to God, and I give my body to burn, and I have love, what can you say against me? There is a walk that you and I are supposed to have where we can judge everybody and everything and not be judged. I'm preaching better than you shouting. See, we want to live in the flesh. So we say, I don't want to judge nobody. That's a sign there's something in your life that's not right. But I'm here to tell you, God, by a sovereign act of his will, erased your past. No matter what sin you came in here with, you're not going out with it. God's going to make a people in this place today, a holy people, a people not afraid to judge what's right and what's wrong. A people that are walking in the Spirit of God. Come on, stand to your feet. Talk about I don't want to judge nobody. That's a sign you haven't been in the Spirit. The moment you get in the Spirit, you see everything right and everything wrong. This mother just beat her child. And then you sit with the guidance counselor. Well, why did you beat your child? Well, my child hit me. What did you hit your mother for? Well, she spit in my face, took my money, told me I was the devil, and then she started choking me, so I hit her back in defense. Won't the judgment change? Come on. You and I can no longer stay in the flesh.
Amen.
And expect the promises of God to just jump on us. They that which are spiritual judgeth all things. Yet they themselves cannot be judged. See, see the problem is you don't want what belongs to you. God belongs to you. The Holy Ghost is never wrong. I'm having three on theology. The Holy Ghost comes for three things. Convict, convict, then you're not in the spirit. You're not judging them to their condemnation, but you're judging it right or you're judging it wrong. Go to court, you're on trial, and the judge said, well, I don't want to judge you. God left you as the judge. See, some of you need to just snap your back upright.
Hallelujah.
And start walking upright.
Hallelujah. Jesus.
Call sin like it is. Even if it's yours. You remember when none of y'all was born in the 60s, there's a few of us who are past the 60s. You know, they have to think, that's not my child. That sin was yours. And if you don't judge it, it's going to stay in your life. Now, can we get bold in here today? I'm talking about really radical bold. I'm talking about a faith walk that's going to change your life. I'm talking about there is now, therefore, no condemnation to them that walk not after the flesh, but are walking according to the Spirit. I'm talking about doing something bold, radical, that's going to scare the hell out of your flesh.
Hallelujah.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
You're going to come to this altar. Only if you know you're guilty.
Hallelujah.
And you don't want to stay that way. But before you get to the altar, you're going to say to yourself, I don't need that altar. I'm going to talk to God right where I'm at. Come on, help me. Get out of here. You don't need an altar when you got one in your heart. You got 13 seconds to get right with God, then we're going to start to celebrate.
Glory. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
You know your sin.
Hallelujah.
You know the flesh you've been staying in.
Thank you, Jesus.
Talking about I don't want to judge.
Thank you, Lord.
We don't have to be weak anymore. We can be holy. We can be upright with God.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. Oh, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
Now the radical part. Get out your seat and boldly go to 4 people, look them in the eye, and say, I am the most righteous person you will ever see. Look them in the eye and tell them that. And I am holy, and I'm upright, and I'm free. Tell somebody, I'm the most righteous, most holy, and I'm walking upright that you'll ever see.